Hi everybody and welcome to Atolo Insider. In this regular session we take a look at what's going on the Microsoft 365 platform. So we'll look at what incidents have been occurring, we'll look at what items are recently launched into the platform, what items are currently rolling out and which items are due to be rolled out or going into development as well for a slightly longer term view. The purpose is this lets you keep on top of what's changed on the platform and then you can better advise your own customers or your own employees of what's going on. I mean, let's face it, if you don't know what's changed on the platform, how do you expect to be able to support your employees or your users? Okay, so this is a regular series. What I do is I talk about what's new in the roadmap. So it's not a full list of items that are in these categories, it's what's gone into these categories in the previous weeks, normally week by week. Okay, like I said, we're a little bit overdue. I'm about a month since the last one, so I do apologise, it's been a delay. Hopefully I can catch up and then we can get back onto it week by week. Because there are so many items to get through in the past 5 or 6 weeks, what I want to do is I'm going to break this up into a series of videos. I don't want to keep you too long. So today we're going to look at the Message Center updates. And then tomorrow I'll have a video which will be the rolled out or the launched items. And then the next day the items that are rolling out. And then after that the items that have gone into development. So hopefully each video won't be too long. And then from the next week we can get back onto the regular schedule. I do apologise, I am currently sporting my my COVID haircut at the moment, so my hair has a tendency of getting a little bit long, so it's a bit embarrassing, but don't worry, before next time I am equipped with a new tool, so we may well see a more freshened mark next time we get going, so bear with me. Okay, so moving over to our slides. So let's have a look at the incidents in Message Center. So we've got 3 current incidents and there's been 37 incidents since the 4th of April. The last time I did this was the 3rd of April. So we're going to have a look at and see what's been happening on the platform and talk through some of these items. So these are things that you may have received some of your own support tickets on. So the important thing here is being aware of what's going on so you know what is something you can action and what's something you need to go to Microsoft. Okay, so there are 3 current incidents on my own tenant. Remember, different areas of Office 365 have different farms essentially. So you may not see the exact here, but it gives a representation of what's going on in my segment of Microsoft 365. Okay, so this is currently ongoing and has been ongoing since the 9th of May, so for a couple of days now, and affects Exchange Online. So many users will see searches failing in the Outlook desktop client. So you might be getting some support tickets at the moment saying that users can't access their Exchange emails. Safe attachments and safe link policies missing in the Security and Compliance Center. This has been going on since the 28th of April and is still ongoing. Can't view Visio files in File Viewer within SharePoint Online. This affects the SharePoint Modern experience. This has been going on since the 27th of April, so hopefully that's something that gets resolved soon. So they're the only incidents currently active in my tenant. Okay, so we've had 37 incidents that have been closed in the last couple of weeks, or last few weeks. So what have we experienced in the past? So this is from the 11th of May, and this lasted about 20 minutes. So for this period, users can't access multiple Microsoft 365 services. I've said this many times, it frustrates me when we get messages like this because it's really not very descriptive. All users can't open custom Power Apps forms for SharePoint Online in most browsers. So between, so this is a couple of hours here on the 7th of May, users may have been unable to open custom Power Apps forms for SharePoint Online. I've been doing a lot more of these lately, so that's potentially quite significant for users who rely on that. So Exchange Online, some users are receiving duplicate emails. Interesting one. That was running for about an hour. Advanced threat protection scans are taking longer than expected when using dynamic delivery. This went on from the 4th of May to the 11th of May, so a little longer, that one. Okay, and again, 4th of May to the 11th of May, multiple credential prompts within the Outlook client. So you may have had some users being constantly prompted for their credentials. Any user may have been unable to utilize drop-downs for SharePoint connector operations in Logic Apps Designer. That ran for a few days, about a week in early May. All users unable to search SharePoint Online sites. So this was the 30th of April for about an hour. All admins may experience intermittent issues accessing Message Center or Service Health from Microsoft 365 Admin Center. That ran again, most of the day on the 30th of April. Can't see posts in the Service Health dashboard, so admins may have been unable to view any post or its history within the Service Health dashboard, and that ran for about 3 hours. So a lot of these are fairly short incidents, which is good. Any user may potentially be unable to receive email through moderated distribution groups intermittently. That ran for a while, so that was the 29th of April to the 12th of May. All admins can't access SharePoint Online Classic admins features, and that was for a day on the 27th to 28th of April. Can't export eDiscovery search results from the 27th to the 30th of April. Okay, so we have OneDrive for Business. Less than 10% of iOS and Android OneDrive for Business app users aren't being prompted to share meeting notes. So just showing a slightly low usage there, less than 10%, probably equates to a couple of 100,000 users maybe. But that went on from the 23rd of April to the 5th of May. Affected users seeing delays or intermittent timeouts when installing add-ins. So users may have experienced intermittent timeouts. That's for Exchange Online add-ins, and that was the 22nd of April to the 30th of April. So we might notice a few of these are slightly longer running. I imagine Microsoft had a bit of a challenge like everybody in getting everyone working remotely due to COVID, so maybe we can cut them a bit of slack. Yammer Enterprise, unable to see groups within Microsoft Yammer. That was, again, only a few hours there, so nothing significant. North and West European users experiencing processing delays or failures when uploading videos in Stream or Office 365 Video. That was, again, just a few hours there. Exchange Online again, some users are experiencing issues with changes syncing across Outlook protocols. That was a little while, so 21st of April to the 4th of May. Users can't access Mailbox via Outlook on the web. That was the 20th to 21st, so that's from 10 p.m. to 7 a.m., so just under 10 out of 12 hours. Some users may have experienced 500 errors when attempting to access their mailbox via Outlook on the web. SharePoint Online, all users may be unable to access links from lists on SharePoint Online sites in the modern experience. That was for 8 days. Zap events not displaying in the Security and Compliance Center for Exchange Online. That was again from the 20th of April to the 1st of May. Delays or problems loading OneDrive for Business content, so the 19th of April to the 20th of April. Short from 11 p.m. to 11:30 to 3:30, so only, what's that, about 4 hours. Users may have experienced intermittent delays or navigation errors when accessing OneDrive for Business content. Then we get delays or problems loading SharePoint Online sites. This is a false positive, so when these come up, it means that it was actually reported as an incident, but later discovered to not be an actual issue. All users see created and modified times reported in UTC instead of their selected regional time zones for SharePoint Online. That could be interesting and confusing for users, and that was from the 15th of April to the 24th, so about 9 days there. That was a while. Some admins can't access the Skype for Business Admin Center or perform Skype for Business PowerShell commands. That was the 12th to the 16th of April. All users may have been unable to join group calls or meetings for Microsoft Teams. That was a false positive as well. So again, reported as an issue, but further discovered not to be a product issue. Exchange Online, another false positive here. 2 users can't access Mailbox via the Outlook client intermittently. And Exchange Online, all admins may be unable to onboard new users, and this was the 7th to the 13th of April. So admins may have been unable to onboard new users to Exchange Online. Some users may be unable to join Skype broadcast meetings. This is what these, about an hour, just over an hour here. So users may have been unable to join Skype broadcast meetings in Skype for Business. similar time. Is that a similar time? 6th to the 7th? Yeah, 6th to the 7th. So similar, exactly the same time. Some users may have been unable to join live event meetings. Number 30. It's nice. We should keep this, just at 10 minutes. Nice short one. So all users can't search sites and content after a reindex unexpectedly removes the index. So this is probably related to what we've just seen previously, where users were unable to search sites. So I guess Microsoft ran a full index, and that just took a few hours We're talking 12 days here, maybe to run a full index. Admin usage reports processing delays for Teams and Skype starting on March the 31st, and that went on to the 6th of April. Auto signature formatting issue in Outlook on the web. So from the 30th of March to the 7th of April, users may have noticed their auto signature being formatted incorrectly when replying to or forwarding emails. Skype for Business, 30th of March to the 9th of April, call data may have been delayed. So users may have seen delayed call data within Skype for Business, Call Quality Dashboard, and eDiscovery. Microsoft Teams call data may be delayed. Okay, that's what we've just seen. Provisioning delays for multiple scenarios. This is for SharePoint Online. So users and admins may have experienced delays when performing provisioning actions. I certainly noticed this myself. So this was the 23rd of March to the 6th of April. Site owners are experiencing issues when editing sites via the site information panel. And that was the 16th of March to the 20th of April, so quite a long running one there. Skype for Business, poor audio and video quality. So users may have experienced poor audio or video quality when using Skype for Business. There is a post-incident report published here. I'll be quite interested to actually read this one. I have a feeling this may be around the time of lockdown when everybody suddenly started working from home. I believe that Microsoft has reduced the quality that it supports within video through the service just to allow more bandwidth for what everybody needs to do. So there we go. Okay, so that's it. That's all there is. I'm going to keep it short today, 10 minutes. So what I'm going to do, like I said, is I'll put this video up now, and then tomorrow we'll have another video where we'll actually look at the roadmap, and just to give you an idea of what we have to get through over the next couple of days. If I go into the roadmap updates, we can actually see that there's 4 cancelled items. We have 95 items have entered the launch category in the last 5 weeks, which means they've completed their rollout. We have 54 in the rolling out category, and 85 have entered in development. So there's a lot of development that's just been kick-started. So I think we saw a bit of a slowdown around February, March, and I think we're seeing a ramping up. So I think we can see that Microsoft has had a bit of a slowdown after Christmas and with COVID, and then all of a sudden they've established their remote working practices properly, and they're able to ramp up the changes. This is unprecedented for 5 weeks. Quite a lot of content here, so I think it would be way too much to do in a single video. So please check this video out. Please do drop me a like. Please do subscribe to the channel as well so you don't miss any updates. And I'll get this up now, and hopefully I'll see you again tomorrow, maybe with a neater haircut or fully shaved if it goes wrong. But join me just to see what my hair looks like. I may be a skinhead, who knows. Enjoy. Thank you for joining us.